One and only Nipsey Hussle. How you doing today, good brother?
How you feeling?
Man, we good, man. First and foremost, we appreciate you rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We've been here for a while, listening to you cook up some new material and whatnot. As I just mentioned, we in the A right now. You're a West Coast native.
Right.
So tell us a little bit what you got going on out here.
Really just working on the album. We just in here, round the clock, you know what I'm saying? Recording this new thing. And that's the focus, you know, get these records done. Victory lap. We working.
Now, your work ethic is definitely something that people marvel about, as we just gave mention to you. You in the A to record your album.
Right.
You've been doing projects, the Marathons, Crenshaw.
Right.
So what can fans? Let me say this. What will differ from your album Victory Lap versus your mixtapes?
I think I just want the songs to be better. You know what I mean? I want the songs, with everything I do, every time something new come out, I want the songs to be better. I want the music to be better. You know what I'm saying? I want the lyrics to be better, the beat selection, the sequencing of it, the concept. I just want everything to be better than my last shit. And so that's it. That's my main focus, is making sure everything get better. That when they come back to it, they're like, he grown since the last time we heard it. In every way. He got better beats, better production, better hooks, better verses, just everything better.
Now, who have been some artists or some producers that have come through and showed you love so far since you've been in Atlanta?
Man, a lot of people, bro. You know, I'm in the middle of a session with Toomp right now. Me and DJ Toomp working. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we've been doing today. But a lot of people came through so far, you know what I mean? And it just been love. Everybody that's out here that got dope music been pulling up, press and play. You know what I mean?
Now, outside of being a rapper, you're also an entrepreneur. You had things going on with your store out in Crenshaw on Slauson Ave. I was in Cali BET weekend, came out there and checked it out. Definitely major, the whole Fat Burger movement and whatnot. So tell us a little bit about your entrepreneur side and give us a little bit of intel as far as Crenshaw, the brand, and what we can expect from that.
Man, Crenshaw is like a collection under the Marathon Clothing. The clothing line called the Marathon Clothing. And, you know, we just grinding. That's the main focus, to be in a position where, you know, we do music because we love it. You know, because we got to pay rent off of it, or, you know what I mean, got to, you know, rush to get something out because we dependent on the music money. You know, I think that make you be able to make better music. You know, when you straight, when your bread's straight and you're doing it because you love it and you just trying to make the best music you make. So that's really, you know, the long-term goal, I think, of why it makes sense to try and get money in other ways than music, just where you be empowered, you know what I'm saying, to the point that you can make music for just the pure reason of making art, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to, like I said, just having to depend on it to pay your bills. It's a different type of music you get when it's like that, you know what I'm saying.
Now, for those who aren't familiar with your movement, they don't know, you know, as far as your marathon series and stuff like that, elaborate on why you chose Victory Lap for your album title.
I just think, you know, coming in the game when I came in, being signed to a major label, going through everything I went through before music, being able to get a name up, build my brand, build my fan base, make money off what I love to do, you know what I'm saying, build an independent movement, you know what I'm saying, and these next moves we getting ready to make, you know, establish the clothing thing, establish the outside businesses. The next move we gonna make is gonna be, you know, some, you know, game changing. And I think that just the title represents like a moment in my life where I feel like I reached a lot of my life goals. And you know what I mean, like having to set new goals and having to look forward to like what we doing with what we've just accomplished, what's next. And I just feel like after this move we make, you know, they'll see phase two of what we, you know, try to come out and do.
Elaborate, if you can, on us for your love for the South. With you being a West Coast native, you do a lot of work in Atlanta. You have some things popping off in Miami as well, Marathon Studios. So talk to us about your love for the South and how that's helped your career.
Man, I just think that, you know, a lot of LA people come from down south originally. Their grannies and all that was from out here. So I think it's that connection. And then also, I think Atlanta and just the South, it's like the hub for like what move people, the music that move people and make people move. I think down south got a lot of that. And so, you know, in LA, In the West, we got vibe music, cool music you don't probably drive through, listen to. Obviously, Mustard got people dancing and moving. But I just think that, you know, I look at how like Jordan one season went for defense and then tightened his you know, offense up the next season and, you know, then tighten his assists up and start passing the ball more to be like an all-around better player. I feel like, you know, we good at the West, we good at what we do over there, so I want to come down here, still do what I do, but like, you know, develop my left, which would be what the sound and what, you know, the clubs moving to out here, what the people connect to out here, like integrate that to my game, you know. So that's really why I'm here.
That's very well said. Very, very well said. Now, I also got to ask you about this, man. You know, you gave mention to being an indie artist. Yeah. I'm quite sure with the work that you're putting in, the way your hustle is growing, the way your brand is growing, that some labels will be knocking at the door pretty soon. So when you drop Victory Lap, will it continue to be an indie project, or could we possibly see a label with a little assistance behind it?
You know, I think we got the option. You know what I mean? To either go indie or do it through a major. I think that everybody respect what we doing and what we got built enough to give us what we need to, you know, do a major situation. But we gonna finish the album, you know what I mean, and get the music done and focus on that. And once it's done, we figure out how we gonna put it out. I'm more excited about the people getting it, you know what I mean? And whichever way the most amount of people can get it, that's the way we gonna go.
Now, with us having the honor and the pleasure of being in the studio with you for some time, you know, we caught up with you Sunday for a brief moment. Yeah. Being with you now, I've seen with everyone you interacted with, you know, your spirit's been the same. You're very humble, but your work ethic, you want to work, you want to work. Right. So for people who aren't familiar with your movement and Victory Lap may be their first chance to actually hear Nipsey Hussle, right, what would you want them to take from that?
Man, I think like the whole theme of what like the marathon concept is and all that is just about, you know, being the best that you could be without, you know, not even without nothing, just like reaching your potential and pushing yourself to be, you know, the best version of yourself with your hustle, with your music, with what you believe in, and you know what I'm saying, your actions. Just, I think that's the concept of the marathon in general. I think that's what people connect to, is that like, you know, it's like a soundtrack for when you want to demand the most from yourself. This the music you get on when you want to tighten your game up and be the sharpest version of yourself, and you know what I'm saying, get your money right and get your mind right and get your shit right. You'll probably put that marathon shit on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
For those who don't have a chance to get to the West Coast, but they want to support your brand, they want to pick up some Crenshaw, some Marathon clothes, how can they go about doing that online?
We got slossynav.com. That's the clothing site. And then we got ihustle.com. That's where all the videos, all the music, all the things that we sell, things that we've done. That's my website. And then my Twitter, my Instagram. And I got a site called IamProud2pay.com. And basically, that's where all the Proud to Pay products will be. The Crenshaw mixtape was the first one. But we're going to do other products that double as like a ticket to events that we do. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be under the I Am Proud to Pay site. So, yeah, that's where you can get at us.
That's all the way major right there. As the year 2014 concludes, we know you're working on the Victory Lap. Right. It'll definitely be a great project from what I've heard so far. But what else can fans look forward to hearing from Nipsey Hussle?
Man, I got a lot of features coming out on other people's albums, too. Me and T.I. got a banger. You know, Toon produced that one too. Me and Stally got one on his album that's fire. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The Rich Gang record we did, I did a record with Thug and Bloody J that just came out. You know, we got a ton of features coming up. I just did some with Eric Bellinger for his project. Okay. So, you know, that's probably what's gonna hit the streets before the album, but, you know, it's all good music.
You know what it is, your man El Dorado, hip hop since 1987, late